All right, so we'll go ahead and get started. So this week for writing. For this week for writing, we're not gonna do a story this week. We won't have a story on this week, so we'll kind of take a break from story writing. So were y'all able to get that book that I had mentioned last week?
Yes.
No? No? Okay, that's fine. All right, so let's go ahead and get out your letters book. You can get out your letters book and we'll work on that for a little while then. So we won't write a story this week, but we'll just work in our letters book just to kind of practice some cursive. So go ahead and get out your letters book, your cursive letters book.
What page? What page, Miss Flugent?
What you said?
What page?
I think we're on 90. Okay.
Yes.
All right, let's go to 100. 100. All right, so these are the pages you'll do. Take your time, write each page 100 and 101, okay? Those two pages will be for today. 100 and 101, all right? You can get started. Yes, go ahead and get out your fancy language. I think we're on 291 today. Okay. 89. Good. Awesome. All right, guys. Next thing we're gonna do, go ahead and draw a square. Divide the square into fourths. Draw a square. Divide. All right, your dictation 291. We didn't do 89 last week. 291. 291. All right, we have two lines because we have two separate sentences today. So you have two lines. All right, let's do our top one, the top sentence. Can you play baseball? Can you play baseball? Can you play baseball? All right, so that sentence, what kind of sentence is can you play baseball? What type of sentence is it? Interrogative sentence. So hopefully we had a capital letter and we actually ended it with a question mark. Oh, that's what we did. All right, on the bottom, let's do the bottom sentence. Ben will teach me how to play. Ben will teach me how to play. Say it correctly. Ben will teach me how to play. Ben will teach me how to play. All right, Ben will teach me how. How would this sentence? What type of sentence is this sentence? Interrogative? No. Declarative. Yeah. Declarative sentence. It's a statement sentence. It's telling us something. So declarative. So I should have a capital letter. And how do I finish this one? With a period. Good. Awesome. All right. Awesome. Awesome. All right. Good. Let's go ahead and do a couple things on the board. Then we'll move on to language. Learning new lists. Yeah, well, reading after this. Yeah. All right. So let's look at my sentence here. Let's divide between my subject and predicate and identify the subject and verb. So Joe will hit the ball. Where would I divide this sentence here? Joe will hit the ball. Where am I dividing? Between will and hit. Okay, what's the subject? Joe is our subject. What's the verb? Hit is the verb. Joe will hit the ball. Next one. Mom will wash my hair. Where would I divide this sentence? Okay, and who's the subject? Mom is our subject, and what is the verb? She will wash. Good. Bob has a pen. Let's do these possessive phrases. Bob has a pen. How would I write that? Bob's pen. And that's apostrophe S. Remember, when we're showing that something belongs to someone, we put apostrophe S, a possessive. Next, I have Monica has a dress. Monica has a dress. Monica's dress. Good. All right, singular and plural nouns. Net. Is it singular or plural? Singular. How do I make it plural? Net. Add an S at the end. Feet. Is it singular or plural? Plural. How do I make it singular? Foot. And dish. Is it singular or plural? How do I make it plural? Add ES. Dishes. Good. All right, remember we learned un and re. Un means to do over. Re means, well, they both mean to do it again, right? Okay, so would it be untie or retie? Untie. Well, retie would work too, but is it uncheck or recheck? Recheck. Check it again. If I wanted to build it up again, would I say unbuild or rebuild? Rebuild. And if I wanted to take it off the hook, would I unhook or rehook? Unhook. Awesome. Good. All right. Good job. All right, guys. So that's it for phonics. I just wanted to review a couple of things on the board. Go ahead and get out your reading.
The new reading book.
Say that again.
The new reading book.
No, I thought you said I didn't have it. No,
I don't.
Book, page 56. Oh.
Yeah, it was 56. No, we don't do that. We just do it.
I don't know what I would know. Characters. Oh. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. That's a. Yeah, there's only 6 in our heart. All right, so this is a play. It's a little play. The Carpenter and the Ferrymaster on 56. So we'll give parts. We'll give parts. I think we had to do one before, right?
Yeah. This is the third time. Yeah, we did. There. And third time.
All right, the Carpenter and the Ferrymaster.
No.
All right, so let's do narrator 1. Avaya and Dennis, you can be narrator. Avaya, you can be narrator 1. Dennis, you can be narrator 2. That works? Yeah. Okay. Carson, you can be Carpenter. Okay. Okay, Kinley, Ferrymaster. Taylor, you can do toy shop owner. Faith, you can do seamstress. And Araya, you'll do narrator 2 at the end, okay? So from page 64. All right, so who's narrator 2? Dennis or Avaya? Dennis, you're narrator 2? Okay, you'll do it up to page 63, and then Naraya will do the rest of the narration for you, okay? All right. All right, narration one. Let's get started, guys. Follow along so that you know where we are, so you know when your part comes. When your part comes, make sure you come up here to read your part. All right, narration one, begin.
One summer morning, a ferry master was waiting at the bank of the river with his boat. Every day he took people from one side of the river to the other. But people did not like the ferry master. He was greedy, and his ferries were much too high. Carpenter was walking to the ferry that morning. Over his shoulder, he carried a large bag with tools and beautiful things he made.
Okay, come on, Carpenter.
Hello, good sir. May I ride your ferry across the river?
Stay right here because you gotta come back, Carpenter.
Of course, my friend. And where are you going this fine morning? I need to go to town. My wife and I have a new baby girl. A baby. Then why do you need to go to town?
Okay, 58.
Don't sit down first.
Stop.
I have made a beautiful panel for our little daughter, but it has no soft quilt to keep her warm. I need to buy one in town.
Where's your book?
I don't know what I'm looking at.
Okay, Fairy Master. Go sit.
Oh dear, I am so sorry if you're going to work in town. It would cost only 3 coins to ride my ferry, but since you are going to buy some, it will cost 6 coins. That is a very high price. I have only 6 coins in my pocket, but there are no other boats and I must get across.
Okay. Come on, narrator.
The carpenter gave the very master his 6 coins
No, it's not.
and
Mine. Go ahead, everybody.
the ferry master rowed the ferry to the other side of the river. When the carpenter stepped upon the other bank, he thanked the ferry master and hurried into town, leaving the ferry master to count his coins.
Okay, narrator 2.
As the carpenter walked towards the town, people smiled and greeted him. Generosity had won the city in and they were happy with me. The first
Tony Shot Mario coming next. So you're 59. He's not done yet. Wait.
was a toy shop. As he walked inside, he saw some children, a funny puppet. The carpenter held
out his hand wearing a puppet. Welcome. Oh, wait, no, that's not right.
Okay.
Welcome. No, welcome. It's good to see you again.
Okay. No, Sarah here.
I'm glad to see you too. I've made some wooden toys that I would like to
Oh,
show
that?
you.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Let's see them. This is a rattle for a baby. I painted it red and blue. It's fun. Rattle? No, what a fun noise it makes. What else have you brought? I also have this top watch. I just hold it straight on a table and it gives it a twist. It spins, you see.
Okay.
What wonderful toys and so well made. Calendar, I would like to buy your toys, but I have no coins. Whatever I do have some good strong. Good. Some strong board.
Okay.
I do not think I can buy a warm quilt for my little daughter with lumber, but that is a fair trade. Okay, I will do it. Thank you. Narrator one. Narrator.
The toy shop owner and the carpenter shook hands, and the carpenter walked down the street with his bag over his shoulder and the lumber in his arms.
Pick them up.
Okay.
Narrator 2.
Advice. Narrator two. Advice. Narrator two was.
Narrator still unmute, Dennis.
When he came to the quilt shop, the carpenter stopped. There in the window was the most beautiful quilt he had ever seen, and it was just the right size for his baby. Laying on the rubber, he walked the shop. A lady was working at a sewing machine. Strips of brightly colored fabric covered the room around her, quickly raising her work. The stream smiled as she greeted the carpenter.
Okay.
What can I do for you, sir?
Carpenter.
I saw the beautiful quilt in your window. I would like it for my baby daughter. You have to say. Oh dear. Oh wait. A baby, you say? No. Yes, she came just yesterday. She has a rattle but no quilt to keep her warm. I came to town to buy a quilt, but I had to give all my coins to the ferry master just to cross the river. The page is clicked on. I know the pages. 62. Which one?
Right here.
Oh dear, your baby must have a quilt. Don't you have anything to trade? Here are some wooden spoons that I carved. They are good for cooking, ma'am. Ma'am? These are wonderful. Such fine carving. This would not be a fair. Say trade.
Carpenter? Oh.
Trade. These spoons are much too fine to be traded for such a small quilt. I must give you something something else to do. Narrator one.
Narrator one.
But I do not need anything else. I must have something else I give you. I know I have a wooden oar in my barn. It is good wood. Maybe you could carve something out of it. Alright, one.
All right, bye-bye.
The carpenter thanked the seamstress, put the quilt in his bag, and placed the oar on top of his lumber as he slung his bag over his shoulder and started for the river. He smiled. What fun it would be to see his baby wrapped in the soft quilt. When he came to the river bank, he began to step onto the ferry, but the ferry master jumped in his way. Ferry master,
Okay.
Where do you think you are going?
Carpenter?
Where do you think you are going? Not cross my river. Oh, I am. I am ready to go back across the river so I can go home. Remember, I paid you 6 coins this morning.
Okay, 64. All right, so this is
I
coming
didn't
with
know.
that. So you must pay.
You must pay me 6 coins each time you cross the river. If you want to cross now, you must pay me another 6 coins. Says me. Another 6 coins? I don't have even 1 coin. Well, I guess you will have to find a way to get across the river.
Across the river. All right, narrator. This is Naraya now.
Right here. Right here. The ferry master chuckled. He knew there was no other way for the carpenter to get across the river. The carpenter, who had to stay in town until he could get enough money to pay for another ferry ride.
the carpenter slowly walked along the river bank. He sat down and watched the water with his head in his hand. How could he get home to his wife and new baby? Suddenly, he had an idea. He reached into his bag and found his hammer and nails. Carefully, he laid the board side by side. Hours later, the fairy master heard something moving on the water. As he spun around to look, what he was amazed to see the carpenter rowing across the river on a fine new raft. Fairy master, fairy master,
Fairy master.
that's someone you. That's what cars are ready. Go, go, go. Go. What are you doing? I found my own way across. Thank you for the idea, fairy master.
Okay.
It wasn't long before people were asking the carpenter to take them across the river on his raft. They paid him whatever they were able, and he was always kind and fair to them. The greedy fairy master learned an important lesson we can find in Proverbs 28:6. Better is poor that wealth and his uprightness than he that is preserved in his way through he be rich.
Okay, good. All right, guys, so that's our story for today. The fairy master and the carpenter. Okay. All right, so that's it for our morning Zoom. I will see you guys this afternoon to finish the rest of our lessons, okay? Bye-bye.